Alright, let's be absolutely clear. Our lovely planet Earth, the only one we've got, mind you, is in a bit of a pickle. A massive pickle, actually. And no, it's not because of that giant asteroid everyone keeps worrying about in movies. It's us. Yes, you heard me right. We, the supposedly intelligent species, are the ones holding the matches next to a very, very large powder keg. We've built ourselves some truly terrifying toys, and frankly, our collective finger is hovering a little too close to the big red button for comfort. This isn't a drill, people. This is the real terrifying deal, staring us right in the face, asking, well, what are you going to do about it, smarty pants? The urgency, folks, is not something we can just snooze through. It's blaring louder than your neighbor's inexplicable fondness for early morning bagpipe practice. We are quite literally teetering on the brink of self-inflicted catastrophe. Think about that. We've become so good at creating things that can destroy us. Bravo, humanity, bravo! It's like inventing a super efficient self-destruct mechanism and then wondering if it's a good idea to test it. The threat isn't some distant, abstract concept. It's here. It's now. And it's got its feet up on our collective coffee table, making a right mess of things. This isn't some dystopian novel you can just put down when it gets too scary. This is our reality, our shared future. And the current trajectory? Well, let's just say it doesn't lead to a land of rainbows and unicorns. It leads to something far more explosive. We've become masters of warfare, but apprentices in wisdom. Our technological prowess has outstripped our moral compass. We're like toddlers with bazookas. What could possibly go wrong? Everything, absolutely everything could go wrong, and that's the point. It's a point so sharp it could pop the very balloon of our existence. So listen up, the time for polite head nodding and oh dear comments is long gone. Vanished. Poof. We need to wake up, smell the cordite, and realize that our comfortable little bubble is about to burst. If we don't act, and act decisively, the only thing left will be a very quiet planet, wondering where all the noisy humans went. This isn't just an appeal, it's a demand for sanity, a demand for survival. Because, spoiler alert, if the planet goes, we go with it. It's a package deal, unfortunately.
Perfect.
Now, let's talk about these toys. First up, the big one, nuclear weapons. Yes, the classic. The bringer of mushroom clouds and instant annihilation. One press of a button and poof, a city gone. Millions of lives extinguished in a flash. Just imagine the sheer destructive power. It's like taking a sledgehammer to a sandcastle, only the sandcastle is your home, your family, everything you know. And we have thousands of these things just lying around. Thousands! It's utterly bonkers. We're basically sitting on a global landmine hoping no one trips. How reassuring is that? Not very, is it? Then we have the sneaky ones. Biological weapons. Viruses, bacteria, engineered to perfection to cause maximum chaos. These are invisible killers, spreading like wildfire through populations. You can't see them coming. You can't reason with them. One day you're fine. The next you're part of a global pandemic nightmare scenario. It's germ warfare, but on a scale that makes your worst flu season look like a mild sniffle. Think of it as Mother Nature's fury, but weaponized by us. Because clearly, we thought nature wasn't scary enough on its own. We had to give it an upgrade. And let's not forget chemical weapons. Oh, the sheer horror. Gases that choke you, burn your skin, paralyze your nervous system. These are instruments of pure agony. They don't just kill. They make you wish you were dead long before you actually are. It's a truly barbaric way to go, designed to inflict maximum suffering. We've managed to bottle nightmares and call them deterrents. How wonderfully euphemistic. It's like calling a guillotine a head relocation device. The creativity in destructive nomenclature is almost admirable, if it weren't so terrifyingly real and utterly devastating in its application. These aren't just weapons, people. These are potential planet enders. Each one a ticket to a global catastrophe. Nuclear winter, worldwide plagues, poisoned earth, take your pick. It's like a buffet of doom, and we're all invited whether we like it or not. The fact that these things even exist, let alone in such quantities, is a staggering testament to human folly. We are essentially daring the universe to call our bluff. And the universe, my friends, has a very good poker face and an even better hand. It's a gamble we simply cannot afford to lose. So what happens if, or rather when, these monstrous toys are actually used on a grand scale? Picture this: a world shrouded in dust and smoke. The sun, a distant memory. This is the lovely concept of nuclear winter. Cities, once vibrant and full of life, reduced to radioactive rubble. Farmlands, barren and poisoned. The very air you breathe, a toxic cocktail. It's not a backdrop for a cool post-apocalyptic movie. It's the potential reality we are flirting with. There are no heroes in this story, no plucky survivors rebuilding society with a can-do attitude. Just silence and cold. Think about the environmental collapse. Our beautiful ecosystems, intricately woven over millennia, shattered in an instant. Forests incinerated, oceans acidified and lifeless, wildlife wiped out. The delicate balance that sustains life on Earth utterly destroyed. We're talking about a planet pushed to its breaking point and then some. A planet that may take centuries, if not millennia, to recover, if it ever truly does. We are, in effect, contemplating the ultimate act of vandalism against our only home. It's like trashing your own house and wondering why you're homeless. And what about the humans? The lucky survivors? They would inherit a broken world. A world of scarcity, disease, and unending despair. They would likely envy those who perished in the initial blasts. Imagine trying to rebuild a civilization when the very foundations of life, clean air, clean water, fertile soil, are gone. It would be a grim existence, a daily struggle for survival in a world that actively wants you dead. This isn't about winning or losing a war. It's about erasing the very concept of a future. It's about condemning generations to a living hell. The consequences are not just physical. They are psychological, spiritual. The sheer weight of regret, the knowledge that we did this to ourselves, would be unbearable. How do you explain to your children, if there are any, that this wasteland was once a paradise, destroyed by our own hands? There are no do-overs, no reset buttons. Once Pandora's box of modern warfare is fully opened, there's no closing it. The legacy would be one of unparalleled destruction and shame. A truly magnificent epitaph for a species that had so much potential. Wouldn't you agree? So what's the plan? Do we just sit back, munch on our popcorn, and wait for the inevitable grand finale of human stupidity? Absolutely not. That's not an option. Not anymore. It's time to get off our collective backsides and do something. Anything. We need a revolution. Not a violent one, mind you. We've had quite enough of those, thank you very much. We need a revolution of common sense. A revolution of peace. A global chorus shouting, "Enough is enough. Put down the ridiculously oversized weapons, please. This isn't a problem for one country or one group of people to solve. This is an all-hands-on-deck situation. Every single one of us has a stake in this. From Delhi to Dakota, from Nairobi to Norway. We share this planet, we share its resources. And if we're not careful, we'll share its demise. Global unity isn't just a nice, fluffy idea. It's a survival imperative. We need to build bridges, not walls. We need to talk, not threaten. Because, spoiler alert, a nuclear missile doesn't check your passport before it lands. We must demand more from our leaders. These are the people who supposedly represent us. Well, it's time they started representing our desire to, live, to not be vaporized. We need to tell them, loudly and clearly, that investing in education, healthcare, and sustainable development is a tad more sensible than investing in weapons that could end all investment. Permanently. It's time to shift our priorities from mutual assured destruction to mutual assured survival. It's a much catchier phrase anyway, don't you think? So, join the movement. Be the voice of reason in a world that seems to have misplaced its sanity. Write to your representatives. Support peace initiatives. Educate yourselves and others. Make some noise. This is our planet, our future. It's too precious to be gambled away in some geopolitical game of chicken. Let's choose life. Let's choose peace. Let's choose a future where our children can look up at the sky without fearing what might fall out of it. Come on, people. Let's save the world. It's literally the least and also the most we can do.